Hello, lovely people. This is your good life advocate Isaac, and you know that whenever you see me on your screen or your doorstep, it always has to do with pushes with good life. And normally, before I make any video to you, I begin with a statement that good life is not about taking in healthy deals and meals, but good life is after taking all of those, making decisions which your future self won't regret when the time catches up to you. And it is normally followed by the rhetoric that, do you think the life you are living is a good life? And do you think your future surroundings, including your children, your wives, and everyone else who is going to meet you in the future, are going to be proud of their decisions? When you ponder on these questions, then you get to know that you need no one to tell you that you need to make it right. Why am I here today? I'm here to remind you that today being Nkrumah's Memorial Day, there are one or two we can share about his life to make sure that we can also do some tweaks in our life to insert it in to help us grow. You know a lot about Nkrumah. I'm not here to bore you with that, or I'm not here to repeat anything, but there is one particular thing that maybe you haven't thought of it yet that I'm about to remind you on, and that is Nkrumah had something unique. Yes, Nkrumah went to school, but Nkrumah wasn't the only person who went to school in the United States at that time. Nkrumah wasn't the only black African or black Guinean who has scholarships in different, countries in the West. But what made Nkrumah so great, and what we remember him for, is not his education and all that. It was something that he had growing up, something that he never neglected it, regardless of the school, regardless of whatever and wherever he got to. And that was his oratory superiority. Nkrumah was very good vocally, he was very eloquent. Nkrumah knew how to touch people with his words, and guess what? He never stopped believing in that trait of himself. And that good value, that good talent that he had, and he never shaking it and saying that, okay, I'm here so I need to adapt and do all that, led him to a position whereby it became inevitable for the UGCC to bring him in to gain independence for Ghana. And guess what? We mention him more than any of the UGCC members because he never stopped believing in his talent. You may be an educator listening to me. You may be an educationist listening to me. You may be a vocational trainee listening to me. You may be any of the works we can think of listening to me. What I'm telling you today is be like Nkrumah. Believe in your dream. Believe in the value that you hold. If it is soccer that you believe you can do, believe in it so much. If it is singing, believe in it. Whatever it is, Nkrumah never stopped believing that he was good at what he does, and that was rallying people with his words, and that was touching the strongest of wills with his words. And that value, that talent, that gift is what we remember today, because that is what led him into achieving that milestone for Africa and Ghana. As you ponder on this, you will get to realize that at the end of the day, you will regret when you don't follow the dream. There are many people who stopped believing in what they believed in and changed things. Even though they actualized in that area, they still felt like as though life wasn't enough lived for them. Think about this and you'll get to realize that we are all we've got, and we are all the decisions we make. So make it right and believe in your dreams and your gifts and your talent. Bye bye.